at this, look at this, look at this. Ding dong! You know what this means, what? Ding dong! This came through the door. Actually, I don't know if it went ding dong because I didn't hear it. I went downstairs and somebody had already brought it in and put it on the little shoe rack. So obviously, ding dong! And we got one of these, package from MPB. By the way, this show is not sponsored by MPB, although it should be because most of my cameras come from there. So I'm going to do a little unboxing. Even though I hate unboxings, I might as well do one because I got a box and it needs to be whatever is in there needs to be unboxed. So hopefully the light doesn't play with us because we've got changing sun and shadow. We'll see what happens. 62 is struggling over here. Anyway, you know the details. You know the how we roll. Scalpel, box. Let's do this. That's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Don't do this at home. So let's razor him open. I know what's inside. Well, I think I know what's inside. I know what should be inside. Let's see if it's in there. All right. See, the thing is, I should have told you this before. I wanted to replace, well, not replace. Let me tell you about this. This thing here. My beloved M50, which is what I use for street photography, with my UFO lens. This camera here is so handy, it's so useful, you know, it's so small, and it's one of my main everyday carry street cameras. 60 Mark 1, 60 Mark II, and this. Those are the three that I kind of rotate between. This is the most, what would you say? It's the most useful to have because it's small and it's light. And with the UFO lens, which is 18 millimeters, which is a full frame 28, it's just perfect size. There are some shortcomings, but I've explained that before. Anyway, I've had this camera since 2018 I got this camera. And I don't know if you can see, all the rubber's gone at the back. All the rubber's gone. Yeah. Some of it is worn away at the front. It still works, but the problem is, it's when you press the image preview button, nothing happens. And sometimes the touch screen goes, so it's basically on its way out. So I wanted something to replace this with. So, with that in mind, let's get back to our unboxing. What could be inside? Could it be a Fuji? Could it be a Leica? What could it be? Could it be an ESR or a 6D2? No, we've already got one of those. Let's cut it open and find out. Alright, let's do this. I'm doing it like I'm playing a violin. That's a mafia music, isn't it? But somebody's gonna get it. Is somebody gonna get it? Right, let's do this. I hope you appreciate this, what I do for you. There you go. Is it open? Is it open? I'm doing it up here so you can see it. If I do it down there, you won't be able to see nothing. There you go. Ying! Let's put this away safely. Let's see what we got. See what we got. What do you reckon? What do you think I got? Say it quick before I open it. There you go. Brown paper. Ying. Oops. More brown paper. And what do we got? A box within a box. The Farnsworth Power Box. Power Box. Okay? Smaller box. Let's do this one. Really quick. Just have I got to tear it open? Don't like tearing them open because I might have to put it back together if it's not what I want. Alright, let's do it. Pass the parcel. Not doing a good job at this. Maybe they've done it in. Oh, there you go. There's a A tear strip. You can see I'm not used to doing this. Ying! Right, tear strip. And inside, can you see this? We've got all this lovely paper that we can use for art projects that we never do. And we've got the usual rubbish that nobody wants to see, chargers and stuff, which I won't show you. And inside we've got that, another package with all the holes on it, the one that makes you scratch. Let's do this quick, because it's making me scratch. Okay, it's quite weighty. It's getting smaller and smaller. It's like I can pass the parcel. So, here we go. Reveal. Drum roll. Yay. What is it? It's not an M50. It's not M50. It is an M5, which is the upgraded version of the M50. It looks like an M50, doesn't it? I'll put them side by side. M50 on this side, M5 on this side. It's got a few more buttons on the top. Yeah, it's got a mode dial where this hasn't got any, which is one of the frustrations of the M50. If you wanted to switch, you got to you only got one custom. This one's got 2 custom settings, and this one's got another function button here, and it's got a wheel. It's got 2 wheels. So, you know, changing settings, apertures and stuff should be easier. This one, it was a bit awkward changing because you had to go in the menu and stuff and flip one. This button done both, done shutter and aperture. This one you got 2. So it is what it is. So this is actually my upgrade from M50 to M5. And yeah, man. They look great. The back, it's very similar, except on the M50, I've had it long enough, I should know, shouldn't I? The M50 opens out that way, whereas the M5 opens a different way, at the bottom, like that. Which I think is better for street photography, to be honest, because I never swing open my M50, never, on the streets. I mean, apart from, I said never, didn't I? Apart from if I'm shooting vertical, sometimes I might do that. Flip the screen out at the bottom and turn it around so you can see. But hardly ever do that. And most of the time, I'm not even looking in the screen. So I could have went for an M6, which I was thinking about, but the price of the M6 is still a bit high. And I don't want to spend that much money. I mean, it's just for street photography. So this is really, you know, perfect for that, I would think. You know, you've got a little screen where you can pull it out. Yeah. If you need to. It's got the eyepiece. The M6 doesn't have the eyepiece, the electronic viewfinder. So, as I said, I don't really use it that often, but when I do want it, I want it there. And I know you can get an external one for the M6, but then that's an extra thing to put on and it might fall off. I mean, I don't know how secure they are. And as I said, the M6 costs about 600-700 used. This M5 costs 290 quid. Yeah, when I originally got my M50, which is not a higher model, this was, how much was it? 400, I think, 450. So I know it's X amount of years later, but yeah, here we go. M5, not like a M5, Canon M5, little crop sensor. Can you see that in there? Yeah, man, I'm feeling this. I mean, the M50, I would have got another one, but I mean, I think if you have 2 cameras exactly the same, one's not needed. So I thought, let me switch it up a bit and get an M5 and an M50. I mean, this still works. It's not being retired yet, but I think this is going to be taking over most of the time. And when I'm ready to shoot two, I can have my two little mirrorlesses, you know, and that won't weigh me down. So the M50 has been brilliant, a brilliant camera. It's not perfect, it's got its flaws, but it's been a brilliant street camera. You know, I try to count it out when I get into my phase of using my 6Ds, because when I use these in like phase of a month at a time or whatever, and then I think, yeah, this is all I need, and then I'll pick up my I'll pick up one of the other cameras and I'll be like, whoa, the 6D trounces this in terms of image quality, yeah, and the lenses, you know, because I use my 28 and my 20mm and my 35 and, you know, whatever I want to use. The image quality on the 6D trounces this, but on street photography, a lot of the time, it's not even about image quality. It's not even about sharpness. So this UFO lens is what really makes the M50 powerful. You know, Canon is stupid. They should have brought out one of these body cap lenses years ago. So they let 7 artisans, you know, do it. Yeah, they let 7 artists and a third party have to come and do it. And this lens is on here most of the time, if not all the time now, you know. So now I'm just going to switch it over to my M5 and see what the M5 can do. So that's basically it. I just wanted to let you know, show my loyal supporters and fans out there. M5 has now joined the fold. It's now joined the party. Yeah, M5 is now in the chat. You know, still got my 1855, which is a very good lens. Don't use it very often, but when I do use it, I mean, I've been to some events on an unofficial, and it's nice to bring a little camera with a little zoom, and this does it, man. I mean, some of the images I've shot with it, you'd be like, whoa, was it the M50? and this little 1855 kit lens. It's a very good lens. And also I've got my 12mm, which I'll probably use them both together. If I'm using two cameras, I'm going to go out and do a little ting with my 12mm. I do like this lens. The only thing I don't like about it is it's clickless. I don't like that. You have to look to see where the aperture is set, and it moves as well. But other than that, image quality is good. It's a nice weight. So there you go. 12mm and my 1855. Although I probably wouldn't use it with the 1855. I'll probably use, all the possibilities here, all the ramifications. I got my 50 plastic fantastic, yeah, with the adapter. That will probably be the one. That will probably be the one to use with this. This will be my little street kit. 50mm, which translates to about 75, I think, with my 12mm, which translates to about 24. That's a nice little kit there out there. So anyway, we'll see. So my street kit on the mirrorless is now complete. Yeah, until such time. I did think about going EOS R, but the price is still too high and it's still a bit too big for what I want it for. I might get one to replace my 62 at some point, but not for now. Anyway, it is what it is. Zoom. Done.